Introduction to CFD and the EQ Trader platform. First off, let us define what a contract for difference (CFD) is. A contract for difference, or CFD, is a contract between two parties, typically described as buyer and seller, stipulating that the seller will pay to the buyer the difference between the current value of an asset and its value at contract time. If the difference is negative, then the buyer pays instead of the seller. For example, when applied to equities, such a contract is an equity derivative that allows investors to speculate on share price movements, without the need for ownership of the underlying shares. CFDs allow investors to take both long or short positions. CFDs have no fixed expiry date, standardized contract, or contract size. Trades are conducted on a leveraged basis with margins typically ranging from 1% to 30% of the notional value for CFDs on leading equities. Still confused? Let's look at a non-financial example to try and explain it better. A CFD is similar to something we understand explicitly, that is, the purchase of a home using a mortgage. In this transaction, you swap asset ownership for finance. The bank provides the finance in the form of your mortgage, and in return, they take ownership of your home. Your obligations under the mortgage contract are to meet the monthly installments, which include a capital and finance portion. As long as you continue to perform your obligations under the mortgage contract, you will continue to enjoy the full benefits of home ownership, including a roof over your head, rental income, price, appreciation, etc. If you fail to meet your obligations, the bank will take away your ownership benefits and place the home up for sale. The proceeds from the sale will be offset against the remaining value of the mortgage, and the balance will be for the mortgage holder to settle. CFDs are very similar. In a CFD transaction, through the finance agreement, in this case a CFD contract, you essentially swap share ownership for finance. Your broker provides the finance in the form of a leveraged CFD position, and in return, you enjoy the economic benefits of share ownership. Your obligations under the CFD contract are to meet the capital requirements, margin, and financing costs. The key difference is that, unlike a home mortgage agreement where the periods are monthly, as home prices are far less volatile than share prices, the period and subsequent cash flows are settled daily. As long as you meet these obligations, you will receive the full economic benefits of share ownership, that is, price appreciation, dividend yield, and other corporate action effects. The only exception is that you are not entitled to voting rights associated with share ownership. However, should you fail to meet your obligation, like the bank, the broker will exercise the right under the CFD contract and place the position up for sale. The proceeds from the sale will be offset against your capital requirements, and the balance will be for you to settle.